No.
Oh, someone else will take care of it.
Because someone over here is
I've
taking
never been to like a
Like
big
one
theatrical
photo.
production. You know?
I'm not
Like
mad.
a Broadway play? Yeah, like one of the big ones.
And I mean,
Oh, not my
quality
scene. I like being able to.
Ain't ready, MP. MP in the house.
And look to exploit defensive breakdowns of perimeter passes.
What's up, MP?
National Basketball Association and the New York Knicks are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language and gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the nearest usher.
Hello and thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup is underway. This is Game 2, and things will only get more intense from this point forward. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at the Knicks, sitting fourth in the conference early on and looking to move into that top tier. And, of course, there's the Heat, currently a ways below.
You know, for the Knicks, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
And the starting lineup for Miami, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Norman Powell. Then it's MP, then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at center, locking down the middle. And both of these teams off to a good start, winning their first games in the NBA Cup.
And tonight is a huge one in this group. Remember, the first tiebreaker is head-to-head. So if you can get out to a 2-0 start, plus have the tiebreaker, you're in business.
Here's Brunson, following the three-point basket by Miami. Can't get it to fall. Jones against Brunson. Pass to Ware. Back to MP. 5 to shoot. Here's Powell. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And Sohan gets it to go.
Well, Sohan has been well coached on attacking the glass, and doing that gets him the follow-up bucket.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, thanks. The Heat knew they needed to add more shot creation, and this summer, they went out and got just that. Acquiring Norman Powell, coming off an all-star caliber season with the Clippers, and doing so without giving up much draft capital in return, or even a starter. That has to be considered a home run for the Heat.
A great addition. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Now Jones. 8 points in his last time out. Pass to Powell. Puts it up. Jones misses. For New York, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Bridges. And it's New York scoring again.
That was a very smooth shot by Bridges. Measured that mid-range J perfectly.
Now here's Hero. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jones from outside. And it's New York with a rebound. The Heat beat them last time when those two met in Miami.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Here's Sohan. And a miss there on the triple. Hero, the pass to MP. Drops in the 3. Jones has got 6.
The defense has to understand the scouting report on MP. He can make you pay from deep.
For New York, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Towns a screen on Jones. To the paint. Picked it out of midair. Down low. Lets it go. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. 8 points for MP.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. A new lineup here for New York. Here's a look at the current NBA Cup standings for you, right in the middle of group play. Change here for Miami. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Hero on the wing. And he drops it in from the low post. Hero's got his first 2 points.
Soft touch on the teardrop. Hero is such an unpredictable player on offense.
And let's take a look at Miami. Khalil Ware out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero. Then it's Norman Powell. And it's MP in at the point guard position. Now here's Jones. Give him 8 points now. 16 feet out. And it's Miami with another.
Getting it done from the in-between area. MP just taking what the defense gives him.
Outside Anunoby. Brunson, a screen on Powell. Anunoby with it. No points yet. Here's Brunson. Brunson, so confident at the rim.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Miami Heat. 9-point game. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
And New York has possession, following the bucket by the Heat. Brunson, a screen on Wiggins. Sohan outside. Clock at 6. Towns outside. Towns making his mark from long range.
Hey, a confident shooter like Towns doesn't need any time to get a shot up.
41 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Hero. Shoots over Bridges. Hero, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
Pass to Powell. Now here's Jones. He's got 12. Here's Powell. Launches it. The shot, no good. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's the Knicks. They lead by 13. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
You take a look at the Heat, they knew they'd be in for a rough start. The question is, do they have the tools to turn it around? The front office will tell you yes, but they're the ones who assembled the team.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the Miami Heat. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do.
And Wiggins hammers the alley-oop.
And down hard, flying high for the catch and flush. Wiggins gets off the ground in a hurry.
Knicks leading by 11. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Guys, back over to you.
He can knock him down. Thanks a lot, Allie. MP outside. 4-3. MP making the long-range connection.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Outside Anunoby. Three-pointer, Bridges. And again, New York with the triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Oh, so competitive. MP with the response three. This guy is all about winning.
New York working the ball around now. Outside Anunoby. From outside the arc. The rebound by Ware. Heat trail by 11. Here's MP. And Miami again with the bucket.
Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Sohan outside. Back to Brunson. Bridges outside. The 3. The rebound by MP. Miami has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. The shot misses. The role of the big man has evolved over the years. What's been the most noticeable change to you, Clark?
BA, and it's not just the big man. I just think the overall athleticism of all of the players, certainly the big guys, stand out because they're now taking the ball rack to rack. They can go in traffic with the dribble. They're more mobile on defense because defenses switch a lot now. I mean, it's not all about being in the paint just because you're a big guy. They play all over the place.
The 3 is up. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. Anunoby passes to Brunson. Here's Towns. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists in the game.
Towns can carry your offense in a way most guys can't. We've seen this movie before.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach probably just checked. Knicks leading by 9, setting the floor for the Heat. We've got Khalil Ware. Tyler Hero is out there with MP. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Deflects the pass. Here's MP. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They've led by as many as 14.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Outside Hero. Now it's Jones. For 3. Towns rips down the board. Knicks leading by 9. Outside Anunoby. Misses the 3. And Wiggins has got the ball here for the Heat. Hero outside. And there it is!
You got to do more than that to stop Hero. He's superb at staying under control.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Can't get it to go. Heat trail by 7. Now Powell. Lays it in easily.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Norman Powell is definitely a guy you can count on in these situations.
Here's Towns. Blocked! And he gets it back. Towns getting it done under the hoop.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's gonna expand.
Outside Bridges. Here's Towns. Anunoby. Jacks up a 3. Oh, it doesn't go.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Hero. Brunson pulls it down. New York shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. There's 49 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. 6 to shoot. Jones with the ball, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Here's Powell. Anunoby there for the rebound.
As he often does, he gets to the rim, but that's just stellar defense.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Powell fires. Oh, missed on the tray. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
So New York wins it. And with tonight's win, they're now 2-0 in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, just a fantastic start to the group stage. They're in the driver's seat in this group.
You guys showed some fight tonight, but ultimately came up. Win. Over to you, VA.
All right, Dominic, appreciate you. And that about